Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And hopefully this video gets out today. On
Hopefully.
Friday. Hopefully. Planning on it. We're going to try to do some one shot only. Because today we're going over the film Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S.
Which requires no more than just one take, people.
Yep, we're going over the second to last of the, well, I guess it's technically third last now. But out of the Millennium series, we're on the second to last Godzilla movie.
Which I wish they would.
At least that we can review.
I wish they would have just did another reboot. I'm telling you.
Oh, I kind of like that this was a sequel, because the premise of this movie is that they forwarded back Godzilla, but they're trying to find him. But they find a dead turtle and they assume that it's him. They're trying to rebuild Kiryu, and because that, what we learned in the original movie is that Mechagodzilla is made of the bones of Godzilla. Mothra doesn't appreciate that too much, I guess.
No, he's pissed.
She.
Yeah,
It's a she in this one, because it's actually Mothra. So she wants them to cancel the Kiryu project, while Japan's like, no, we need Kiryu to help protect us, because it actually drove back Godzilla. Mothra's like, I'll drive you back. And then she still ends up fighting, trying to help us, while Kiryu's also fighting in the battle, and doesn't make a whole lot of sense other than they use the... What actually is really cool is they actually reference the original Mothra movie for this one, which is odd because it only goes with the 54 movie, but Mothra came out in 61, I think. So when the 55 Godzilla counted too?
Do you see why I wish it was just another reboot?
Anyways, so pretty much the majority of the movie is just Mothra, Kiryu, and Godzilla fighting.
Really?
And then there's a little subplot of the one guy kind of likes the girl, and then there's like the cocky pilot, and nobody really cares.
I saw a little differently. I saw it was Mechagodzilla trying to fight Godzilla. Oh no, he gets damaged. Let's go for repairs. He fighting again. Oh,
20 minutes later.
Oh no, he got damaged. Let's go for repairs. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, okay, so for the plot of this movie, not my favorite. Well, the pacing's really off in this movie. I will say that for one of the reasons why I don't really watch this one too often is because the beginning of the movie is stupid slow, and then you get into pretty much the beginning of the second act, and then it's just a fight scene the entire time. Or at least everything that's happening in the movie is happening during the fights. But the fight is super slow. Because like you said, there's a little bit of build-up, gotta do something. A little bit of build-up, gotta do something. A little bit of fighting, gotta do something. Fighting, do something. And it's just like... What I kind of appreciated with the last movie is the fights are pretty energetic and there's a lot going on. Really cool. This one, there's like, something really cool happens. Gotta wait for the next part of the fight. Something really cool happens. Gotta wait. And it's just not very good pacing, in my opinion.
Would you tell me why they took out the greatest weapon off the Kiryu?
Well, because it got damaged and they couldn't afford the diamond to go inside of it. Even though you think... Kiryu already is stupid expensive to begin with. What is the cost of the diamond really matter in this point?
Yeah.
You think people would just be like, oh god, we gotta kill Godzilla here, just take it.
Take our money.
Please. But nope, too expensive, so we put a mazer in, even though the mazers don't really work that well against Godzilla.
Exactly.
You know what really looks really good? There's a drill hand, though. One of those Indiana Jones references. And just the human element in this movie just doesn't really do it for me. With most of the main characters, because it's a lot of the same kind of stuff that we've seen. Whereas like the one guy's like, I really like Mechagodzilla, I want him to work. While the other guy, we have like the cocky pilot guy. And then the girl's still trying to like show like some effects. She's like, I wish you showed me as much attention as that Mechagodzilla.
He's like, no. My Mechagodzilla's better.
It's too important. It's gonna have my baby. And so the only thing that I can really vouch for in terms of the plot is literally the giant monsters. Which is mainly what you're here for anyways. But even then again, that is just nothing too spectacular. Then I really still don't understand why Mothra's in this movie. Like, I feel like it's just... We needed to have Mothra somewhere in the Millennium series. Because it's in every series, even though it's in the next movie. But we have to have a prelude to it for this one. And then even what they introduce is almost beat for beat like Godzilla 1964. Where you have old Mothra show up, gets defeated, you have the two larvas literally show up.
She had twins.
She had twins, just like 64. It even bites on a freaking Godzilla's tail.
The weirdest thing ever is like the fairy's face expression when the twins came on. They were like,
so surprised! Crazy! I mean, I guess that timeline never really happened, but still, it could have been a little bit more original. Like, at least in GMK, Mothra had a little bit something different that was going on with it. Well, this one, I've seen it already. It even does almost the same moves that you've seen in previous films, with it's like, oh, it knows it's gonna die, so let's shake its spores or scales everywhere. Although I do like that Godzilla does his beam and it blows back in his face, which we also saw in Godzilla vs. Mothra from the Heisei series. So it treads a lot of the same water. The Kiryu fight, a little bit different, but again, it's more of just like cool scenes, and that's about it. There's not really much pacing there. For the suits, Godzilla, pretty much the same as what we got in the last one. Same problems. Except for this time, he has the scar on his chest, which I think gives him a little bit more character. Kiryu, again, mostly the same we got previously, except for now it's shoulder pads, slightly different, and it's silver. And even has like the arm lasers, but they're slightly different, but they're lasers.
yeah, they changed out just enough to notice, but
Yeah, it's more like it's cosmetic. I know they consider it like the heavy arms Kiryu, because it's supposed to be like more weapon oriented. And then the mazer in its chest, but when it's enclosed anyways, it still looks the same. But some of the effects are pretty cool. It does mostly the same moves where it shoots the missiles out of the pods, lasers out of the arms. It's mainly just the chest laser that's the big difference. And when it shoots the shoulder pads out, it wasn't because it was damaged. It's actually like a move this time. And it explodes, which is cool. And I still really enjoy Kiryu, but again, like we stated last time, not my favorite Mechagodzilla. And then from...
not liking Mechagodzilla. It's okay, I'll take
Tekken
it.
poster! Waiting. For Mothra, I actually really like the Mothra in this movie, though.
I don't like Mothra, period.
But the Mothra's design's cool. It's pretty much like the Heisei one, but it actually has little buggy legs.
Mothra sucks,
You
period.
scratch it. It looks cool. I like the way it was flapping its wings. The CG wasn't really that bad. The whole plane sequence is neat. Like, I don't really get why Mothra really needed to be in the movie. It was pretty much just a kind of a reason to toss in another monster. It's like, hey, it doesn't like fuse its bones. Keep the dead buried. But I appreciate it. I still actually like Mothra a lot.
No, Mothra sucks. And it's not even like, okay, it's not fair to Mothra. It's just the people that come with Mothra that sucks.
The fairies? Well, there wasn't any singing, at least. You hear, like, some music in the background, but it's not like you have, like, that music video tossed into the movie.
It was still there. The music started playing in the background. I was like, no.
It's like post-traumatic stress. No!
Yeah. That's
Charlie's
how
in
it
the
was.
trees. Oh, it's horrible. But yeah, Mothra's cool in this movie. I liked it a lot. It's sad that it doesn't really get to do much, because, again, it's kind of just scenes that happen with it. And then that's it. And it dies in a fiery explosion.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was pretty cool. I just like that the little larvas were sitting there just looking at it like, Mama, you can see the sparkles. It's like watching their mother evaporate. It's horrible but sweet. I also like that they talk to each other and the Godzilla's like, no more of this. Because it's like, meow, meow, cheep, chirp, chirp, chirp.
Should have just stepped on him. He could have.
Could have. Also, why was there so much time to build up? It's like an anime. Gotta build up my superpower, man. I'm just gonna stand here for 10 minutes.
Sir, it's like 28 episodes later. Get it right.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Again, pacing issues. Special effects actually are pretty good in this movie. I don't really have that much to complain about in terms of special effects.
I like the Godzilla beams. They're getting better, but each one.
Yeah, the Godzilla beam's cool. Mothra flying around was pretty cool. The jets look good. Missiles look cool. But I guess the weirdest scene is like when Mechagodzilla grabs onto Godzilla and they like fly towards the water.
That was
Again.
so weird. He was like, hug, bro, and the thing was like, let's go.
Yeah, I think that's probably the worst case of CG in the film. But if that's pretty much it, like that's gonna be like that in pretty much anything you're gonna get out of. I don't want to say stereotypical Japanese movie, but for a lot of Japanese films I've seen, that's about as good as the CG usually gets. So, anyways, to conclude this review, Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S. Definitely not my favorite in the Millennium series. I prefer Godzilla X Mechagodzilla a little more over this one. Granted, most everybody is a little bit cooler in this film. even though whatever it's the same, still cooler. I like Mothra in it, but didn't really need it for the plot of the film, and the plot's a little bit, there's like not really a whole lot going on with it, and the pacing's just all over the place.
If you guys had to skip one movie in this millennium, it's this one.
Yeah, I'd say it's, now that we've been sitting here watching them again, going straight through, I'm gonna say it's probably next to Mechagodzilla.
It's skippable. It's got Mothra in it.
Yeah,
It's
most
automatic
of the
skip.
millenniums aren't really my favorites. It's pretty much just Mechagodzilla 2000 and the next one. That one I'm actually really excited to go over. You'll love it.
What does it have?
Everyone.
Mothra?
Yep.
Ah, sucks. There's my review. For
There's
the
not
next
really
one.
singing though.
Oh, look at that. At least they got two
But
reviews
it's got
in
King
one.
Caesar, Gigan,
Ooh.
Hedorah, Anguirus, Rodan,
Rodin!
King Ghidorah, Monster X. I can keep going. There's. Hold on. Where is he? Your favorite kaiju is in this film.
Okay, so
Rawr.
we'll have
Even
fun
though he
watching
gets
this
defeated by people.
one. This will be fun watching then.
Oh, it's sweet. It's got an MMA fighter in it as one of the main characters.
Oh, you better punch somebody.
He's amazing. We'll have that for next week, though. So, anyways, what'd you guys think of Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S? Please let us know in the comment section below. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.